I'm Karen Panaccio with Limbrook TV. Welcome to the Limbrook Chamber of Commerce annual installation and awards dinner. We are here at the Knights of Columbus on Hempstead Avenue in Limbrook, and we're going to get a chance to walk around and talk to some of our Limbrook Chamber officers, directors, and local business owners. And we have our president of the Limbrook Chamber of Commerce, Bill Gaylor. Congratulations, Bill.
Well, thank you very much. It's so nice to see you with us tonight.
Thank you.
You used to be our executive vice president, and then we lost you when you got transferred, and that's our loss. But it certainly is good to see all the people here tonight. We're expecting about 180 people as we install our officers, and we pay tribute to our mayor as our very special honoree this evening.
Tell us a little bit about Lynn Gift Shop. You've been here a long time. Do a little plug for your Lynn.
Well, I've owned the Lynn Gift Shop for 25 years. It's an award-winning Hallmark Gold Crown store located on Atlantic Avenue. And we also have a fine gifts collection, Yardros and Armani's and all of the fine giftware. So I believe it's something that this village is very proud of. I know Hallmark is.
Well, congratulations again, and thank you for putting this evening together.
Well, I didn't do it. I have to thank Nancy Friedman from Richner Communication and all of her committee, and of course Carol Burak for being such a special assistant to everybody here. And thank you for being with us.
Thank you, Bill. We have one of our Limbrook Chamber of Commerce directors, Bill Alberga. How are you, Bill?
Thank you very much.
Now, Bill, where are you from? Tell us a little bit about your business.
I have a video editing business that I would take your old films or slides or photographs and put it onto a DVD. I do a lot of duplication and printing directly onto the DVD.
Very nice. I know that you did some movies for me, actually. They were some 8 tracks.
Right. I also do some video resumes for people that are looking to go to college or for employment.
And how do we contact you?
Well, you could look me up in the yellow pages. That's about as far as I advertise. I also take out some literature, and I subscribe to the Limbrook Chamber of Commerce newsletter. So my ad is in there if you'd like to do it.
Very good. Well, thank you. Enjoy yourself tonight.
Thank you very much. Thanks, Karen.
This is Rhonda Glickman from the Limbrook Chamber of Commerce. How are you, Rhonda?
Very good.
And you are with Richner Communication.
Yes, Richner Communication, which publishes the Limbrook Herald and Primetime.
And what's your position on the Limbrook Chamber?
I am the VP of Public Relations, and might I add, this is my 23rd installation dinner.
Oh, no.
23 years.
Now, our chairperson for tonight is Nancy. Nancy Friedman works for the Herald.
Yes, Nancy works for the Herald. She actually does the Limbrook, East Rockaway territory, and she has just done an outstanding job planning this party.
It looks like we're going to have a big turnout.
I believe there's over 150 people.
Well, thank you. Have a great time.
It's good to see you, Karen.
Thank you.
We miss you.
Thank you. We have a lot of people. There are a lot of hors d'oeuvres going around. As you can see, we have some. What is this here? Oh, it's a little bruschetta. I'll have some of that later. Thank you. You can see everybody's mingling. We have nice food. We have a buffet set up. That's going to be coming from Vincent's in Limbrook. It's going to be a good time tonight. This is Charisse Mohiel. Charisse, how are you tonight?
I'm good, thank you.
And what's your position with the Limbrook Chamber?
I'm the treasurer of the chamber, and I'm a CPA. I'm a partner with AVM DeMars CPA PC. And I'm really happy to see such a great crowd over here.
There is a lot of people.
A lot of people, amazing.
Your big time's coming up. A lot of taxes are going to be rolling
Yes,
in.
we're going to be very busy up till April 15 for sure. And amazing, enjoy.
Okay, thank you. Denise Rogers from Astoria Federal Savings. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
And you're going to be installed tonight as the Vice President of Membership?
Yes, I am. I'm really excited to join the chamber. I will be Vice President of the Membership Committee. And if anyone is interested in becoming a member, you can come see me at Astoria Federal Savings, 360 Merrick Road in Limbrook. And I can help you through the application process so that you can become a chamber member.
That's right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We have the Sons of Italy here. The Sons of Italy is in Limbrook. How are you? This is our president.
Hi, Tony Corsello. How are you?
Mildred Mancusi for Persephone Ladies Lodge of Limbrook, New York.
And how do you go about becoming a member of the Sons of Italy?
Well, the Sons of Italy and the Persephone Lodge of Limbrook is an Italian organization. Although we do have non-Italians as members, we call them social members. So we've had a number of social members over the years. But primarily it's an Italian organization. And we're around the country. We have 700, more than 700 filial lodges over 20 states. And we're constantly increasing. We're going into South Carolina, North Carolina, which never had any state lodges or local lodges. And we're going into other areas, other states that we operate out of Washington, D.C. is our national lodge. And we have a state lodge, which is New York State Lodge, New York Grand Lodge. And
you're on Sunrise Highway?
We're on Sunrise Highway at 815A Sunrise Highway. And we've been there 8 years, since 2001. And we're going to continue to be in Limbrook. Hopefully we're looking for a new location. We have a new location. Hopefully we'll go forward with that within the next year or so. And
how about the ladies?
Ladies Lodge is located in the same building. We meet every third Tuesday of the month. If you want to become a member, you can call me up at 516-359-1745. We have applications. You have to be an Italian American. If you're not an Italian American, you can become a member also, but in a different way. We do different functions. We have Chinese auctions. We have family night. We have so many things that we do during the meeting night. So if you want to become a member, you have to fill out an application. And we are at 815A Sunrise Highway.
Very good. Thank you so much.
Okay, I just wanted to add something that, you can drop in at the lodge at any time. And our number is 599-2945. So if you have any questions, you can give us a call at that number, which is the lodge number.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Linda Stevenson with Bethpage Federal Credit Union, located in Phillips Plaza, 613 Sunrise Highway.
And you're a member of the Chamber of Commerce too, right?
I'm a member of the Chamber, and I'm also on the Board of Directors, as it's my pleasure to do so.
Very nice. Well, congratulations, and have a wonderful time tonight.
Thank you very much, Karen. It's nice to see you.
You too. This is our chairwoman tonight, Nancy Friedman.
Thank you. I want to welcome everybody. So much fun. I do parties. Nancy did a phenomenal job. Everything looks beautiful. Everyone's having a great time. Music is fabulous.
And Kathleen, you're on the board too, right?
Yes, I am. I am the board, on the board, and was fortunate enough this year to be Chamber Business Person of the Year.
Congratulations.
Lots of good stuff happening. It's really just wonderful.
And what about the atrium?
Oh, we love our residents, and the residents have really become a very big part of the Limbrook community. Last year they sang at the tree lighting, and we love to have them participate in as much as possible around town.
Okay, they're going to mingle. Thank you.
Thank you.
We have our senior councilman, Tony Santino. How are you tonight?
Oh, I'm doing just great, Karen. Very good. All well.
Thank you so much for coming. We know you're very busy.
It's great to be here. Whenever Bill Gaylor and the Limbrook Chamber throws a party, I want to be here. You're honoring a great man, Mayor Brian Curran, and it's just a happy night in Limbrook. Small business is so important. It is the biggest part of the local economy. It creates more jobs than any other sector of the economy, and particularly in these tough times, it's important that we support small business and shop locally.
Very well said.
Okay? Great to be
Shop locally.
Let's have a good time tonight.
Hi, my name is Cy Ensign. I'm with Preway Service. We've been here in town about 40 years. We're in the appliance service business. I'm a trustee of the Chamber, and it's great to see such a big turnout here tonight. Let's all have fun.
That's right. Thank you. And here is our honoree tonight, our great mayor. How are you, Brian Curran?
I am great, Karen. Thank you very much.
You have a wonderful turnout tonight.
You know what? Yes, I fooled a lot of people into coming and honoring me.
Congratulations. You very well deserved.
Well, listen, we have a long way to go. So, you know what? everything shouldn't be determined until the end of everything. So, like I said, we've made a lot of progress in the 3 years that we've been at this, but we got more work to do. So we'll see.
Well, you certainly do help all of the local businesses. You have a nice relationship with them.
Yeah, well, you know what? It's easy. You guys are great. And you know what? Everybody at home should realize how important you guys are to our community. I mean, forgetting about just the financial aspect of how much taxes that we derive out of the businesses, but how kind and generous you guys are to the community. I mean, everybody in this community knows there isn't an event or an organization that you guys don't sponsor, and it's amazing. And you guys are great people, so it's very easy to help you guys and to be close to you guys. So
We do whatever it is to make your life easy.
you really do. You're incredible. And I have to tell, I've never heard of one organization or a group or an event that has come to the chamber and has been told no. It's amazing that you guys say yes to everybody.
Well, thank you so much, and congratulations. Very well deserved.
Thank you very much.
We have our Nassau County Legislator, Fran Becker. How are you?
I'm doing great, thanks. It's a great night. It's great to be here. A lot of enthusiasm in the room. You never know there's a problem with the economy here in Lynbrook, and I think that's because the residents of Lynbrook support our local merchants. They don't like to do business on the internet, right? They like to do business right here in Lynbrook, and that's really very, very important. So, but let's just keep supporting our merchants. A lot of excitement, a lot of people in the room, welcoming Bill Gaylor as president of the Lynbrook Chamber. And once again, we just got to keep on supporting Lynbrook. We may have another tough year in 2010, as they say, but I think Lynbrook's surviving so far, and we're going to continue to flourish as long as we have the support of our local residents. So thank you, Lynbrook residents, for supporting our local merchants.
And thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hello and welcome. I would like to introduce Pastor John Fahey, the pastor of St. James Methodist Church, for the invocation.
Thank you, Bill. Let us pray. Blessed are you, Lord God of all creation, for you provide us with all the good things of life. We thank you for your many blessings, especially as we gather this evening as the Lynbrook Chamber of Commerce to celebrate another year of service to our village and business community, and to install our officers for the ensuing year. We ask your blessing upon all whom we will honor and install this evening, and to bless all of our endeavors for good. Help us to prosper our village, that Lynbrook may continue to grow and be a place of joy, prosperity, and peace for all our residents, as well as a shining example to those who live and work around us. Bless now this food to our use and us to your service, and keep us ever mindful for those who are less fortunate than we are. And these things we ask in your great and sacred name. Amen.
Thank you very much. Hello and welcome. I'm Bill Gaylor, the president of the Chamber of Commerce. Lillian and I own the Lynn Gift Shop. We own the Lynn Gift Shop and the Hallmark store on Atlantic Avenue. I wanted to take a moment to speak to you all about what the Chamber of Commerce means to the village of Lynbrook. As members of the Chamber of Commerce, we consider ourselves a vital part of Lynbrook and are committed to improving the wonderful sense of community we all share. I believe we are one of the village's most important organizations. Our membership includes representatives from the fire department, the police department, the Lynbrook School District, and virtually all other community organizations. Our members are also the leading businesses in our community. Our members donate tens of thousands of dollars a year annually to all community organizations and programs. In addition to our commitment to our community, we are extremely dedicated to improving our members' businesses. The Chamber of Commerce has no political agenda. However, we try to communicate our program of work to our public officials. We also serve our members by providing seminars which educate and help them to do a more effective job in running their businesses. Our meetings and seminars are also great opportunities for them to network and to help to grow and succeed in their business. We strive to work hand in hand with all community leaders to maintain a healthy and vibrant economic and social environment for our residents, which makes this a wonderful place to live. Our mission as the Chamber of Commerce is the same as all organizations within the village of Lynbrook, and that is to make Lynbrook a great place to live, work, and play. And what do we ask in return? All we ask our residents to do is to shop locally and support those organizations that support them, and to patronize the members of our fine Chamber of Commerce and support the business community. That ends my comments now. I think we should take a moment. As you know, I have a passion for this. I really believe in the Chamber. I'd like to recognize a few of our dignitaries. One very special dignitary wanted to be with us tonight, and he couldn't be. Jeff Greenfield, please. You'll come up. I think you have something you wanted to. I think you have something you wanted to give to us on behalf of Dean Scalos. He's a dear friend of Jeff's.
Thank you, Bill. Lynbrook Chamber, residents of the community, Senator Skelos regrets that he's still in Albany doing the state's business on our behalf, and he sent along 2 proclamations. One is for our honoree, Brian Curran. Brian, Mayor, we have a little proclamation from the Senator. In addition, he wants to congratulate Brian on this great honor here tonight, and also on Bill on his continued service to the Lynbrook Chamber of Commerce and the Lynbrook community. Bill.
Thank you, Jeff. We'll be hearing more from you a little later. I don't know, I didn't see Bob Barra, but I have to assume that our Assemblyman is in the same place that our Senator is, and that's up there in Albany, fighting for us and trying to do the best job that he can. I would like to recognize our senior councilman, Anthony Santino. We're here for him. Our county legislator, Francis X. Becker. Our mayor, Brian Curran. William Hendrick, our deputy mayor. Trustees Alan Beach, Michael Hawkshurst, Bill Becker, our village justice, William McLaughlin, the acting village justice, C. William Gaylord III, my son, Brian Stanton from the building department, Dick Flynn from the Department of Recreation, Mike Schindler, who is manning the cameras for us tonight, and is Karen Panaccio. Karen's the announcer tonight. She's our former executive vice president. We lost her when she was transferred to Massapequa, much to our dismay. Superintendent of Schools, Santo Barbarino. Dr. Melissa Burak, Assistant Superintendent for Business. And the other representatives from the school district, we appreciate your attendance. I want to recognize Carol Burak. Carol, I can't do this job effectively without her assistance. There's just no way. Carol is capable, competent, and very efficient. She works very hard for the Chamber and the entire village, as well as Our Lady of Peace. Thank you for all you do, Carol. And last but not least, my high school sweetheart. We're going to be married 50 years next year when the village has their centennial. Ladies and gentlemen, my wife Lillian. She's the real owner of the Lynn Gift Shop. Okay. I would now like to turn the program over to our very capable Nancy Friedman, who is the chairperson for this evening's committee, and with thanks to her wonderful committee who have done such a great job. So at this point, I would like to turn it over to you now.
I'd like to welcome all of you tonight. I'm so excited to see such a wonderful turnout. Lynbrook knows how to give a party, that's for sure. And rather than give a speech, I write poems. I've written poems for more weddings, bar mitzvahs, and candlelighting ceremonies than you can believe. So that's what I'm going to do now. I hope nobody gets insulted. My son said to me, this is really, this is not good. And I said, this is not a roast. Really, this is going to be nice. So first of all, let me welcome you all. And thank you, Joe from Vincent's, for the use of the hall. I've tried to come up with words that are witty to find the right rhyme that rhymes with committee, but I'll simply say thank you to Guy and to Stephen, the two greatest men you can always believe in. And these are the people on my committee. And thanks to my friend, my compatriot Rhonda. Both of us grandmas and amazingly blonder. And everyone loves Carol, who works hard for our cause. So for all of her work, how about a round of applause? She's helped me so much, and when all's done and said, she even found time to bake me a bread, which I went over there and she baked me a banana bread.
Couldn't eat breakfast alone.
And thank you to Bill. And with all of your tasks, please pay your dues is all that he asks. He puts in the time for a place like no other and loves when we all try to help one another. So I went to my son, a songwriter of sorts, and asked for his help because he's good with retorts. While remembering high school and of course holding a beer, all he could come up with was this brilliant cheer, and this is for Brian. Brian, he's our man. If he can't do it, no one can. And of course, there's Harry. From sports jackets to tees, let's vote him best dressed, because he's dressed for Merle's. And as a past prez, what more can one say? He's helped to make Lynbrook what it is today. And we're almost finished, but before we feast, Councilman Tony, your last but not least, there's always grand openings, and you all understand, when Tony is there, they truly are grand. Our chamber is special, and for all that you do, congratulations to all the old and the new. Let's enjoy a fabulous dinner from Joe, and then we'll continue with the festivities after we eat.
Okay. Just a couple of people before I turn the program back over to our chair for the evening, Nancy Friedman. I noticed in the room, John Giordano, our village administrator. Welcome. A very special friend of mine came all the way from East Rockaway. Kenny Clark and his lovely wife, Mary. Ken is the president of the East Rockaway Chamber of Commerce. Say hello, Ken. Hi. That was very nice of you. I see Chief Kevin Bean in the back. Thank you. They took the whole table. All right, I see Chief Ray Burke from Host Company. A very special company that means it's an associate member. And I see Chief DiCarlo. Thank you for being here tonight. Bill Healy from the Department of Public Works. Thank you. Joe Raines, Principal of Lynbrook High School. And we even got Dave Smollett back into town. He's the village administrator of Lawrence now. Congratulations. And Hillary Becker, trustee Hillary Becker. He's our liaison to the Chamber of Commerce, and he's a very special person to us. At this time, I would like to turn the program back over to Nancy, and then we'll get started with the installation.
Okay, we're going to begin our installations, but before we do, I'm actually going to turn the program over to Rhonda Glickman. Rhonda grew up in Lynbrook, and she has a special place in her heart for the town, and she'd like to say a few words, and she's going to actually start the installations. So Rhonda?
Good evening, everybody. Tonight's a really very special night for our board and for everybody in Lynbrook. But for me, although I know so many of you, I wanted to make mention of the fact that I have been on the Lynbrook board for 23 years and have worked with lots of people, and I wanted to just acknowledge past presidents that we have here. Polly, I saw you dancing around, and Harry Levitt, I don't know where Harry is, but I saw him dancing around. And I wanted to make mention of when you walk down Atlantic Avenue and you see all the beautiful stores and the way the downtown area look, you really, if you're me, you think back to all the endless meetings that we went to, and Stu and Bill Roth and Harry really worked very, very hard to bring the town to where it is today. And Bill Gaylor has certainly stepped in and done a wonderful job in Harry's absence. And I just wanted everybody to know all the good things that go on at 7:45 in the morning at the Lynbrook Diner at these secret meetings. And as Nancy said, I live here, I work here, I play here, and Lynbrook's a very important part of my life. And I'm very happy to be here tonight. I would like to call up our legislator, Fran Becker. Because I believe Fran's going to install our president.
Okay, I'm going to, if you don't mind, say a few words on Bill's behalf, and just have a few remarks of my own. I got to tell you though, last year, 2009, was a really tough year for anybody who was in business, and you'd never know that with the enthusiasm in this room this evening. I honor each and every one of you tonight for what you do for Lynbrook and how you make Lynbrook such a wonderful and great place to live. Many of you are maybe new to the village over the years, but my dad was mayor of Lynbrook many, many years ago. Thank you. I don't know anything about the Becker family. We really love Lynbrook to the bottom of our hearts. And it's just amazing for me. You know, you walk down into the center of our village, and once again, you would not know that the village, the country was in the depths of a recession. You know, the stores like Merle's, I mean, I'm sure everybody's having a tough time this past year. Maybe 2010, hopefully it'll be a little bit better, but Merle's is still there. Lynn Gift Shop's still there. You have some businesses like Angelina's and Miller's still there. I mean, going back since I was a kid, it's just a wonderful, wonderful feeling to have this history and all the memories that come with it. But my dad, you know, as I said, loved this village, and I have to think back with our new mayor, Mayor Brian Curran, the great job that you're doing, Brian. I'm so thankful for that. And I really have to mention the rest of the board. We've got Deputy Mayor Bill Hendrick, Mike, Hurst, Alan Peach, and of course my brother Hillary, the new kid on the block. They all care about this village. They care about the business thriving. But Hillary will tell you way back when my dad was running for mayor for this village, he ran on this platform of being, we're economical, and we still think about the day when he stuffed all 12 of my family, my brothers and sisters, many of you may not know that, but I have 11 brothers and sisters, into a Volkswagen with posters saying, my dad is economical. My dad is economical, and that was part of his platform, and actually he was reelected, and it was a blessing actually to see him be mayor and to love this village as he did. But Brian Curran, many times when I look at the pictures of my dad, I see Brian and I think back, wow, he's so much like my dad. The only thing, Ro quit at 3 kids, you know, that's the problem. He only have 3 beautiful kids, no question, but 3, that's it, huh, Ro? Okay. But anyway, this is such a beautiful village in which we live, and I just want to also mention we have a terrific newspaper, the Limerick East Rockaway Observer. They're just a great, we've got Mary Malloy and Rhonda Glickman, and of course Mr. Richmond himself is here tonight. He always, the Richmond family always makes sure they participate and are involved in the village. They do a great job. The paper is interesting and informative, and we thank you for your presence in this village. So, and of course we've got great schools, a great police department, our DPW, I don't want to go on and on, but we really live in an amazing village. And for me to be a representative in the county legislature, it's the most wonderful experience that I have, and I thank you for supporting me and allowing me to serve you again for the next 2 years. But I truly honor each and every one of you, because you walk into this room tonight, you thought you'd see a little gloom and doom, but nobody was that way. You know, whatever it was the past is the past, whatever the economy may be, we're going to stick together. We're going to see this through. And I think that the village residents continue to support this village. And I see, once again, an old-time business, Flinch and Bruns. You know, it's just amazing, the business in this village that continue to survive and do well. And as long as the Limerick residents, I think, as they're watching this on television, if they continue to support these wonderful people in the Limerick Chamber of Commerce, Limerick is going to survive. And remember, download the internet, up with Limerick Chamber of Commerce, okay? There you go. It starts here, buy locally. So forgive me for going on a little bit. I get a little nostalgic, but you know, I do love the village, and a lot of the people in this room have been here for, it seems like, forever. So I thank you, and all the newcomers, you're so welcome, and we're happy that you're part of our community. Finally, I just would like to speak about our president, Bill Gaylor. Bill is, once again, Lynn Gift Shop goes back, you know, way into time, and Bill's father was the former justice of the village, right? Bill McLaughlin, you learned everything you knew from Bill Gaylor's dad, right? A great man, and of course, the Gaylor family, the history goes back in Limerick, and my dad and Bill's dad got along wonderfully, and of course, as I said, he was the village justice. So now we got another Gaylor moving in down on Atlantic Avenue. His son, Bill Gaylor Jr., Colonel Bill Gaylor Jr., Esquire. For anybody who's serving this military, let's say thank you to them tonight as well. With a big round of applause. Thank you, Bill, for your service in the military. So, Bill, it's a great honor that you've asked me to install you, and I'd like to do that right now. And so you'll say, repeat after I say I, you say your name. I, Bill Gaylor, do solemnly promise and swear to uphold the Constitution and laws of the United States of America.
To uphold the Constitution and laws of the United States of America.
The Constitution and laws of the state of New York.
Constitution and laws of the state of New York.
And the bylaws of the Limerick Chamber of Commerce.
And the bylaws of the Limerick Chamber of Commerce.
And I further promise and swear.
And I further promise and swear.
To faithfully discharge.
Faithfully discharge.
The duties of the office of President.
The duties of the office of President.
Of the Limerick Chamber of Commerce.
The Limerick Chamber of Commerce.
To the best of my ability.
To the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
And I further promise and swear.
And I further promise and swear.
To give Fran Becker a discount every time he walks in my store. He choked up on that. Did you see that, ladies and gentlemen? He choked up. Congratulations, Bill. Thank you for your service.
All right. I'll get back to that. Don't worry about it. Wait till I ask for a discount on my insurance. Okay. I just want to say something. The Gaylor family Goes back to 1949 when we moved into this community. My dad was a young attorney. And I went to Fran's granddad, the congressman, and asked him if he would help me get a job as a young man, young married man. And Congressman Becker helped me get my first job with the town of Hempstead. I was a laborer. I was digging holes and pounding post holes, but I loved it. Fran's dad, Judge Becker, and my dad were buddies. Francis X was the mayor, and my dad was the village justice. Fran used to come out to the Long Island Association when I was the executive vice president, and we would discuss the important issues affecting Long Island. When I took over the Lynn Gift Shop 23 years ago, Fran became my insurance broker and my financial advisor. We are good friends, and I thank you, Fran, for installing me. I appreciate it very much. I want to thank the Board of Directors for electing me president. I will do my very best as president to repay you for your confidence as we move forward as a team. At this time, I would like to introduce our mayor, who will install the following officers of the chamber. And when I call your name, would you kindly come forward? Jeff Greenfield, Executive Vice President. Sharice O'Holly, the Treasurer. Carol Burak, Secretary. Joseph Carazon, Vice President of Retail. Denise Rogers, Vice President of Membership. John DeGlickman, Vice President of Public Relations. And Tom Atkinson, Counsel to the Chamber of Commerce.
Okay, guys, if you raise your right hand and repeat after me.
Let everybody know.
I state your name.
I, Jeffrey,
Do solemnly swear.
Yeah.
To uphold the Constitution.
Yeah, I know.
Of the United States of America. And the state of New York. And the bylaws of the Lynbrook Chamber of Commerce. And I further do solemnly swear to faithfully discharge the duties of my office. So help me God. Congratulations, everybody.
Denise? Rhonda? Tony Santino had to leave, so he has some certificates of recognition for our officers, and we just want to thank Tony for being with us. He's a great senior councilman from the town of Hempstead, and I found out, after looking at the website today, that Tony just got his first elected office at 22 years of age. Incredible. He was a village trustee in East Rockaway, deputy mayor, and he ran the district office for Congressman Lynn. He's quite a guy, quite a background, and he's in his 5th term as our councilor. So he's there for us all the time. Tony, thanks for being here, buddy. Our deputy mayor, Bill Hendrick. Bill Hendrick is going to install the directors of the Chamber of Commerce.
I will.
And I'm going to ask the directors to please come forward. Bill Albergo from Video Home Editing. Chris Anderson, Crown Forward. Esther Jolin, Moments, Memories, and Traditions. Cy Enton, Freeway Service. Nancy Friedman, Richner Communications. Mike Grant, Twitch and Bruns. Eleanor Jabagi, Per Sempre Ladies Lodge. Kathleen Johansson, the Actory at Tanglewood. And Joseph LaRocca, I see him here tonight. If he's not, he would be our oldest member of the board. at this time? Okay, Bill?
I'm sorry, Bill, thank you. I wasn't planning to come up. I asked Brian, it was his night to swear everybody in. But Brian is under the impression that if he lets me talk for 5 or 10 minutes, it calms me down. And I'm not going to be very long. I just wanted to comment on friends, family all being in a Volkswagen and how many people wish that Volkswagen had left Limbrook and just stayed away. Just teasing, Fran. Just teasing. Fran is a wonderful legislator, thinks with his heart, has his heart on his shoulder all the time, and really votes the conscience of Limbrook, and I think he needs a round of applause. So. Well, and Hillary, thanks for making it, by the way. I know it was... and before I step on, you mentioned Joe LaRocca. I saw him in the newspaper. He looked like the guy who sells the juicer on TV. Did you see him making the muscles on that? But without further ado, Joe is probably going on 90 years old, and he is your oldest member. And I think a round of applause for Joe LaRocca. The Limbrook Chamber is getting stronger and stronger every year, and I guess a lot of that credit goes to Bill Gaylor, it goes to Jeff Greenfield, it goes to Stu Neufeld, it still goes to Harry Levitt, and Chris and all the other members that are here. You can certainly rival Bedford Avenue anytime you want. In bad times, it's good that you stick together and always do that. Am I supposed to read all their names? Oh, well, they didn't come up? Well, if they haven't showed up, Bill, they don't deserve to be sworn in as far as I know.
It's my fault.
All right. I guess we have to bring up Harry Levitt. You know he's with Merlees, Stu Neufeld, Billis Hardware, William Roth, Merrick Collision, Linda Stevenson, Bethpage Federal Credit Union, Polly Talbot, a la carte Culinary School, Steve Wangle, the Kitchen Loft, and it says after that certificates will be handed. Oh, I'm not supposed to read that? I'm sorry. While we're waiting for you to come up, delaying the program when people want dessert, don't worry about it. Thanks for coming up. I think it's time to go. I think one last, I was waiting here for Brian Curran. I thought the chamber would spring for a plaque or something because he's a good guy. I'm sorry, is that later? Oh, I shouldn't say that. All right. Then why don't we just give him a round of applause because he works hard and shows up early in the morning and stays later than anybody else. I don't know why he does it, but he does do it. He does a great job. With that, raise your right hand or a hand of your choice. I say your name. You didn't say your name. No, you said my name, and I know you did. Do solemnly swear to hold the Constitution of the United States, to uphold the Constitution of the State of New York. You might as well uphold the bylaws and laws of the Village of Limbrook, because you should do that anyway. And of course, the Constitution of the Limbrook Chamber of Commerce, and to fulfill the duties you've just been sworn into to the best of your abilities, so help you God. You're all got the offices you got stuck with.
Will the board members please pick up their certificates of appreciation? Jeff Greenfield. Carol? Do we have one for Steve Randall? Hold it. Save the best for last. Steve Randall. Yes, sir. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Thank you, board. Thank you for your help and all your hard work all year long. Have a seat. And one more item of business. We sure don't want to disappoint Bill Hendrick. Jeff Greenfield, Mayor Curran, come on up.
Now this is what everybody's waiting for. The man of the hour, Limerick's Chamber of Commerce, Bar Mitzvah Boy. No, not that. The prior speakers gave a little nostalgia, so Brian, let me give a little also. When you became mayor, the chamber was a little nervous at the beginning. We've had a strong relationship with many mayors over many years. In fact, I go back to Mayor Becker, is the first mayor I gave my opinion to freely, even before I was citizen taxpayer. And when I first came to this village in business 36 years ago, and then later on joined the chamber, because they weren't listening to me alone. I thought with the chamber's voice they would listen to me. But over the years we've enjoyed a great relationship, and we're very blessed that that relationship continued with you. And when Bill and I were deciding what to do for tonight, it was a no-brainer to honor you, because you have truly partnered with the Chamber of Commerce. You have extended yourself in every way, coming to our meetings, coming to us with ideas, listening to us, being the most approachable mayor that I have worked with, and we truly appreciate it and wanted to show our appreciation here tonight. And we are very pleased that such a nice gathering turned out for this tonight. And thank you, John, so much for all you do for this community. So, we have a Limerick Chamber of Commerce presents to the Honorable Brian Curran, Mayor of the Village of Limerick, in recognition of your continuing support, cooperation, and most important, your encouragement, always. Signed by Bill Gaylor, our president. Okay.
Thank you. Brian, thank you very much. Have a seat. I also have something for our mayor. But before I start, I have a few comments. I was privileged to be there when Brian was first sworn in by his father, and he held his first organizational meeting. The village board at this meeting is usually assigns liaisons to the various department heads and organizations that are important to the village administration. When it came to naming a liaison to the Chamber of Commerce, the mayor said he wanted that assignment for himself. I knew at that moment that we were very, very special to the mayor, and that he wanted us to be partners in progress as he worked for the improvement of this community. At the last reorganization meeting, on reorganization night, Trustee Hillary Becker was also named as a liaison to the chamber. Can you believe that? We have 2 liaisons to the chamber. That's impressive, isn't it? Both Hillary and Brian attend our board meetings and share our mutual concerns. And they share in our plans. They are always there when we need them. We are a team. the mayor. Mayor, would you ask your, Rosemary, Curran, would you come forward, please? Please, the better half of Turkey. Rosemary, stand by your list, please. Those two liaisons are always there when we need assistance. We are a team. The mayor respects the chamber, and the chamber respects the mayor. We honor you tonight, Brian, to show our appreciation on behalf of all the members of the Chamber of Commerce. I would like to present you with a small token of our appreciation. That small token is a beautiful cross executive gold pen and pencil set for your desk, engraved with your initials, BC. Use it in good health. And Brian, when you look at it, remember, BC stands for Best Chamber. In addition to Brian Curran, you are the best.
Listen, let me start off by saying thank you for coming tonight. I have to tell you, right when I came in tonight, Nancy approached me and told me that she wrote a poem for me. I immediately thought, because I've been spending so much time with Hendrick and Beach, I asked her if the poem started with, "There once was a lady from Nantucket." But Nancy, I loved your poem. First and foremost, let me extend my congratulations to all the new officers. And I have to also particularly point out Jeff Greenfield, who is Lynbrook's own citizen taxpayer. I have to tell you, you have never been so humble to go out to Suffolk County, meet new people, and when they find out you're from Lynbrook, they ask how the citizen taxpayer is. So Jeff is more well known throughout this island than I am. I would also like to congratulate Bill Gaylor on not only being installed as the chamber president tonight, but also on the wonderful job that he has done since taking over for Harry Levitt, who in his own right was a great chamber president. His drive into this organization, and the village has been the true beneficiary of all of his hard work. So Bill, thank you for everything that you've done. I want all the new officers to know that I and the rest of the village board look forward to working closely with you in the next year to not only develop the downtown in a manner that will instill pride and respect in our residents and in our store owners, but also to create an economic environment here in Lynbrook that attracts outside businesses looking for a new home. Now, before I get started, there are just a few other special people that I want to point out. First, I would like to point out East Rockaway VFW Commander Joseph McCarthy and Bob Jacoby. Thank you for coming. There are a ton of village employees here tonight. And you know what? All I want to say is thank you, and I should be clapping for you because you are what makes this village work, not me and nobody else. So thank you. Lastly, I definitely want to point out my mom and dad, Mr. and Mrs. Curran, who are here tonight. And my sister, Mary Ellen Curran, who's here. And of course, Rosemary, who's right here. Now, I have to tell you, I found out about this dinner just about 2 weeks ago, when my beautiful wife, Rosemary, told me that the Chamber of Commerce was honoring me. Now, before that fact registered and before I could ever feel any pride in being named the honoree, Rosemary, as she often does, quickly poured a little cold water on the moment with one sentence that said, "Why? Why are they honoring you, So now, after politely walking away from Rosemary, and after 10 years, you know how to do that, and with the question ringing in my head, I have to admit I didn't have a readily made answer for Rosemary. But I did recognize that I immediately felt two things. 1, appreciation, and 2, embarrassment. When I say appreciation, it was not due to any recognition of me, but rather because of my deep respect for the Chamber and every member of it. This is an appreciation that I've had since the first day that I took office. But over the past 3 years, the basis for that appreciation has changed and grown at the same time. Let me try to explain this as honestly as I can. When I came into office, I would have said that the majority of my appreciation and support for this chamber was grounded in the number 28, which represents the percentage of the overall village tax base that you and your businesses pay. This is important and should always be pointed out. This fact highlights just how much of an important part of this community you are. Because of your decision to open a business here in Lynbrook, this village can offer to its residents the best police, sanitation, recreational, and educational services. But I did say that in the past 3 years, my reason for the Chamber appreciation had changed, and that's because I saw firsthand the hard work that each of you put into your businesses to make them successful. Whether it's seeing Brian from the Beanery doing his own shopping at Restaurant Depot, or watching Stu walk around Miller's in a surgical boot helping his customers, or lastly seeing Harry schmoozing someone into buying a very expensive suit at Moralee's. Your determination in seeing that your business succeeds, even in these hard times, is inspiring. But in addition to your hard work, your kindness and generosity for local businesses, for local organizations and charities, is noticeable to everyone in Lynbrook. The Chamber is always the first to donate. You name the organization: Lynbrook Little League, Lynbrook Community Chess, Lynbrook Fire Department, and so many more. You name the event: Fly with the Owls, Halloween Havoc, Winter Celebration, and Patriots Weekend. You have sponsored and supported all of them. Before, when I said you were a vital part of this community, I did not only mean financially, but your kindness and generosity have made each and every one of you a neighbor to every Lynbrook resident, regardless of whether you live in Lynbrook or not. These are my reasons for my deep appreciation for the Chamber. But getting back to Rosemary's question, I said that after being told at the dinner, I felt not only appreciation, but a sense of embarrassment. And I say embarrassment because I entered office with specific goals for our business community that must be met. And after all those goals have not been achieved as of today, do not get me wrong, we have seen successes on many fronts in the past 3 years. We have seen many empty and abandoned stores and buildings renovated and reopened in Lynbrook. The list of empty buildings now reopened includes Harrow's, King O'Rourke, Bongiorno, Camera Click, and the list is growing, including TD Bank, which was recently approved to come here in Lynbrook in empty stores on Sunrise Highway. We have completed noticeable beautification improvements throughout our commercial districts, including streetscape projects on Lakeview Avenue, Hendrickson Avenue, and Broadway. Landscaping improvements throughout the downtown, including the recent Long Island Railroad Commuter Plaza. And most importantly, we have been successful in cutting village taxes for Lynbrook businesses by reducing village spending and cutting the size of village government. For the first time in Lynbrook history, we cut village taxes in our first year. In our first 3 years in office, the village has seen the smallest tax increase for any 3-year period for the past 25 years since 1984. But again, as I said, we have to do better. You guys are overtaxed, the residents are overtaxed, and we have to continue to work at that. Now, those are good achievements, but I'm not the person responsible for them. The credit for those achievements rests with people like legislator Francis Becker, who secured the funding for the streetscapes projects of Hendrickson and Lakeview. Senator Dean Skelos, who secured the funding for the Long Island Railroad Commuter Plaza. Phil Healy and the men of the DPW, who have done all of the downtown improvements themselves. John Giordano, who is always working hard to secure federal, state, and county monies for grants and other means to fund these improvements. And of course, the 4 gentlemen who I have the privilege of sitting on the board with. Alan, Bill, Hillary, and Mike have always supported the Chamber and made it a priority to improve the business atmosphere of this village. But the successes we have seen in the past 3 years should be looked at as the start of this chapter in Lynbrook's history and not the end. I believe 2010 offers our village a unique opportunity at less than an opportune economic time. But we must stop being patient and feel the urgency of the times. We have the opportunity to reshape our downtown and rebuild our business community. but it will take courage and commitment. The village should be prudent but actively involved with the Long Island Railroad to once and for all get the empty stores under the tracks filled. After 12 years, there should be no more acceptable excuses by either the Long Island Railroad or the Village of Limbrook. The village should become aggressive in having blighted buildings in our downtown replaced with a new development that will bring much-needed tax dollars to Limbrook. After years of allowing an owner to board up windows on a neglected building, the village should demand a change or take the action that will effectuate that change. And lastly, the village should do what it takes to have the main anchor to our downtown renovated. After 8 years of never-ending negotiations, the time has come for a renovated movie theater that would revitalize Limbrook in the same way that Rockwell Center was revitalized in the 1990s. When it comes to these three areas, I am not of the mind that we should take it slow. I do not agree that we should be patient any longer. The village should become aggressive in having these goals achieved and being even more aggressive in attracting new businesses and development to our village. And we have started doing just that. By having the RPA Downtown Study Commission for the village, we have a roadmap to follow, but having a plan put together is only just the first step. If you do not act upon the suggestions, the plan is useless, and we will act upon the plan. By having retained Leslie Rothschild to implement a joint program with the Chamber to aggressively pursue new businesses and bring them into Limbrook, but at the same time highlight and promote existing businesses on TV and in print, we have gone from sitting back and hoping that new businesses come to Limbrook and going out and getting those new businesses back to Limbrook. These are the first steps in accomplishing what we all want, and that is making Limbrook the place that all businesses want to be. And I know with the people like Alan, Billy, Hillary, Mike, sitting on that village board, we will be successful. So I would like to end by answering Rosemary's question, why is the Chamber honoring me tonight? And to be honest, even after everything I said, I still don't have an answer. But I am sure I will have an answer in the near future. And it will be an answer that details how together we were successful in bringing a new movie house and a new development to our downtown. How together we got the Long Island Railroad stores filled, and how together we started a 20-year period of prosperity for every business owner in Limbrook because of our courage to make the tough decisions and the commitment to see them through. Because together there is absolutely nothing that we can't accomplish for Limbrook. I want to thank all of you for coming tonight. You'll never know how much it means to me for what you did. Thank you.
Tonight is somebody that I do want to mention who we left out, a past president who you all know, and he wouldn't be complete unless I mentioned Harold Reese. He couldn't be here tonight, but you all know him, you know how he feels about this village. So thank you, Harold, for everything you've done. The fun part of the evening is going to come down with the raffles and dessert. And we're going to do that, I'm going to try to organize it a little better than dinner. Coffee's going to be served, and we're going to get online, we're going to have dessert. And we're going to have the raffles going on while we do that. I just want to say that I have been welcomed into this village. I don't live here, I work here, and you are the warmest people that I've really ever met. And I feel so comfortable, and I love coming into your stores. And even those of you who don't advertise with me, you say no in the kindest way. So thank you to everybody. We've really had a great time. We're going to go up and have dessert, and then we're going to start with the raffles. Thank you so much for making this an incredible evening.
We have our superintendent of schools, Dr. Santo Barbarino. How are you tonight?
I'm fine. I'm proud. I'm proud to be here.
Yeah, you always are. You're always here for us.
Well, this is such a special night. When you see the personalities that are here, from Fran Becker to Bill Hendrick, who they just mentioned, Bill Gaylor, of course, all of the wonderful people that make Limbrook such a special place, you just wish that all communities could be like Limbrook. It is so terrific. And to honor our mayor, Brian Curran's award was not only deserved, but his words were so special. They showed his humility, and yet they showed the progress that he's making with the Chamber of Commerce, with the trustees, and with the community. It's just wonderful to be a part of this celebration. So I'm just proud, and I congratulate everyone who worked so hard to make Lynbrook such a special place. The school district is in the best community it could possibly be in, and we're very happy about that. And we thank all of this. We thank you for all the support you give us. It's just wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
We had a great time here tonight. Congratulations again to our president, our officers, our director, and to our whole community, our mayor. You can also see we found some stuff on the table here tonight, so I'm going to leave you with this. Remember, shop locally. I'm Karen Finaccio with Lynbrook TV. Thank you.